Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And recently, musician Ray Parker Jr. sat down with the Detroit Free Press to talk about his new documentary entitled, Who You Gonna Call? Now in the interview, a variety of topics were touched on, including of course his 1984 hit, Ghostbusters, as well a significant misconception over the Huey Lewis lawsuit. Now we're at Ghostbusters News, so today I'm going to be focusing in on the Ghostbusters topics, but I would certainly recommend you check out the full article, and we're going to include a link to that down below in this video's description. Now, as the trend with any Ray Parker Jr. interview, the Ghostbusters theme song has to be mentioned, with Parker admitting somehow, and luckily, he is not yet sick of the song, saying, "How could you possibly be sick of a song that went #1 or #2 in 52 countries around the world?" I mean, even right now, it's almost 40 years later, if you walk down the street and you say, "Who you gonna call?" Everybody knows what you're talking about. Any kid 5 years old or older knows what you're talking about. Parker continued, "People say, Ray, we don't know you at all, but when you say, I ain't afraid of no ghost, who you gonna call, Busta makes me feel good, everybody starts smiling. Nobody's crying, they're all happy. So it's my favorite song because even my own kids were smiling about it at that age, just having a great time." Now, one topic not mentioned in the new Who You Gonna Call documentary is the Huey Lewis lawsuit. For those unaware, Lewis claimed Parker's Ghostbusters song plagiarized his 1983 hit, I Want a New Drug, with many believing Lewis took legal action directly against Parker, with the singer finally clearing up this misconception. I think it was misconstrued in the press that Huey Lewis was suing me or something similar to that. It was really a lawsuit against Columbia Pictures, and I was just named in it. When people asked me what happened, I said I don't know what happened. I mean, right now, if you check the song, it says written by Ray Parker Jr., published by Radiola Music, so it's the same as it was when I wrote it. Now, there is a confidentiality agreement in place between both Ray Parker Jr. and Huey Lewis, and with that, Parker has stayed oblivious to the out-of-court settlement, saying, "First of all, I can't talk about it because I don't even know what happened. I had the best lawyers in town." He says, "Do you want to know what happened?" I said, "Does it have anything to do with money?" He said no. I said, "Well, then I don't care." When asked to why the Huey Lewis controversy didn't make the cut of the film, Parker once again cited the confidentiality agreement, mentioning the time that Lewis openly talked about the settlement, leading to Ray Parker Jr. suing Huey Lewis. "We can't talk about it because there's a gag clause. First of all, I don't know about it, so I can't talk about it. The only time anyone has spoken about it, I think it was a VH1 Where Are They Now, and Huey Lewis was on the TV talking about it. And I sued him, and I won. So obviously, we didn't put that in the film because that could be a liability." Now, the long-awaited documentary Who You Gonna Call will make its US premiere at this year's Freep Film Festival this coming week. That's all I've got for you here right now. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in this video's description. And I'll see everybody right back here next time.